Oh, there are 4 of us here. That's right. I wasn't counting the octopus.
Well, there's 3 of us and an octopus, guys.
Yeah.
And a secret octopus.
There's no octopus here. Nobody's here but us people, right?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys love sardines. Let's go get some sardines.
No, I don't want to go to that calamari place. That place is awful.
Yeah, but it's a secret octopus. They're not trying to reveal that they've got all those 8 arms, because then we'll start questioning how he's on land, like how he's surviving. When are they going to enslave us?
What
like,
would
all
the
that stuff.
octopi, the secret octopus, equivalent be of a phone booth where you have to change into your real identity?
Be like a bubble castle?
I guess.
Like one of those things in a fish tank?
Yeah. I mean, it's got to be something like that, I would think. An aquarium or something? Where's the closest aquarium? Like, I don't know.
Does anybody know where the closest sunken pirate ship is? Yar, I do.
Oh, fuck you! Goddamn, Bob,
Damn
just...
it. Always had to come back.
And this is when Bob hangs up on us 3 and just does the show himself.
I guess so.
Pirate and octopus talking to each other.
All we're doing is we're encouraging him to get new voices to add to the cast of the Bob Ball Show.
Welcome to Word Rango, the game show where dictionary definitions produce knowledge, yar, and comedy.
All right, do the non-octopus, non-pirate version of the intro, please.
Seriously.
Welcome to Word Rango, the game show where dictionary definitions produce knowledge and comedy. 4 words enter, 1 word leaves, and is crowned champion. Our steely-nerved competitors, a writer, another writer, a voice actor, and that other guy. And now it's gloves off and set your dictionaries to fun. It's time for Word Rango. Here's your host, Mike Suzak.
Welcome back to Word Rango. My name is Mike Suzak. Joining me this week, as always, Bob Ball.
Hello, everybody.
Dave Hinkle.
Hi.
And Ryan Lewis.
Putting the dick in dictionary, guys.
And we're just whipping out our dictionaries, ready to do this. As always, this is what we do. Everybody brings a word to the table every week. We somehow figure out that someone wins with that word. And, the way I want to try and tell people this, and I'm terrible with words, clearly, but...
Which is why you're on this show.
Yeah, and hosting it, I might add.
Like the ulterior motive that I have for doing this show to begin with is so
World
that
domination.
way I get better at words. I secretly am getting you guys to give me words that I can make myself sound smart.
Right,
a month from now.
your word handicap is like a plus 12 right now. You're trying to get it to par, maybe even lower.
What the fuck are you talking about? What the hell
It's
is
golf.
that?
It's golf.
Oh,
Susan.
no, I'm
I was
sorry.
putting it in golf terms.
No, I think that's called frisbee golf. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about otherwise. No, so the thing I want to tell people is, have you ever had it where you're with friends and they say something smart and you're like, hey, that's a really cool word? That's the point of this show, is we're trying to impress each other with the words that we look up on the internet every week. Or, I don't know where you guys get your words from. I have to actually pay for mine, which is, hasn't been working
Oh, did
out
you
very
join
well.
one of those like word subscription services, like how you get sent the box with like manly stuff every week?
Right,
And-
yeah, it's a service called Word Jam. They send me a glass of preserves or jam every week, along with a new word.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's actually it's really nice. So,
Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Well,
So-
you just sounded excited.
last week's winner was none other than Dave Hinkle again.
Yeah.
He won with
yeah.
some word. And so that means, Dave, you get the first word this week. You get to start things off. Dave, please tell us, what is your word this week that you're so excited to share?
All right. So let me preface by saying that last week you guys gave me a bit of guff because, my perceived speech impediment, my quote-unquote South Philly accent. So I wanted to make sure I picked a word that was really easy to pronounce, really easy to say, so that you guys wouldn't be too confused this week.
The word is wise guys.
So my word this week is prurient.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. It's going to need a couple takes.
Is that Puritan? Is that what I just heard?
No, it's prurient.
Prurient.
Prairie-an?
Prurient. Is it
Prairie dog.
It's like veterinarian, but without a bunch of the letters and then with a couple R's.
Wow.
Prairie.
So imagine a word that is about 14 letter P's, about 16 letter R's, and a rent.
All right.
Wow.
So I'll say it one more time.
Okay.
Prurient.
Now, this is one of those words. We've had this a couple times in the latest episodes. This is one of those words where I wanna have us also guess how it's spelled, but I feel like we're probably gonna get it pretty quick. It's a borderline one. Ryan, I want you to guess for 14 points how you spell prurient.
I mean, this word is like actually a speech impediment. I don't think anyone can pronounce this word correctly. Perarian. Am I right?
No.
No. It's spelled Prairie Dog. It's prairie dog.
Is that what you heard? I mean,
No, that is
dog.
incorrect, Bob. That is incorrect. I'm sorry.
No, and I know what a prairie dog is. I've seen them before.
yeah, this will be easy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure you've probably taken care of a few of
Slam
them in your
dunk.
time. So,
Okay,
no, it is
just this evening.
once again, it is prurient.
Prurient. P-R-U.
Pro-Aryan?
It is the most racist word in the world.
Yeah, Dave,
It's really inappropriate. Prurian. Prurian.
No,
Damn
no,
it.
that's pretty close, though.
Ryan,
Pretty close.
Ryan, you were supposed
Okay.
to start. Go ahead.
it's actually two words. Okay, it's Purarian. So P-O-O. The next word is R-A-R-I-A-N. Purarian.
Prurarian.
No, that is incorrect.
How do
That
you
is
spell
incorrect.
this word?
Well, so this is part of the word. Once I actually give you guys a definition, I need you to go to Google just so you can like complete this joke for me.
Wait,
so I don't
what?
want to.
No,
I
that's
don't want
not
to
how
spell
this
it
works.
yet, but yeah.
Okay, so you're
So, I'll
refusing
say it
to
one more
spell the
time.
word.
I'll say it one more time, and I'll say it very, very slowly.
Okay.
Prurient.
Prurient.
Purarian.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Can we
gonna
do
find out this
definitions?
word is
Can we do
something-
definitions first then? We'll dive into that. Is that allowed,
I'll-
Dave? You make the rules now, apparently.
No, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry,
I would
but
like to go first with my guess on the definition of that.
Yes, please.
I want you to say it one more time slow for me, Dave. Say
Okay.
it.
prurient.
Rampant alcoholism.
Okay.
One who,
Rampant alcohol. You are like three days away from getting a new liver. It's so bad.
one
it's like you're
inclined
saying
to get
prairie
sloshed.
dog, or you might as well be saying pro-Aryan for all I know.
Are you sure it's not a drunk prairie dog? Perhaps.
Oh my God, you just cracked it wide open.
That's got to be what it is, right? It's like you
Drunk?
go to the zoo. One of the first things you see is the big fucking mound that's behind a fence that you know is way too low for a kid's own good. And they're prairie dogs, and they're drunk off their asses. Instead of standing straight up, they're kind of sloshing around a little bit,
Yeah.
missing their holes.
Just
in the
sloshing
road.
around to the side. They're obviously they have some sort of stealing problem because they got like some half-eaten wedding cake that you know is not theirs,
Right.
sitting right there.
Right.
Yeah. I want to know what zoo you're going to that they have fucking prairie dogs there. It must be like New Jersey or something. It sounds like the shittiest zoo
Yeah.
in the damn world.
How do they have access to that much alcohol? I don't.
Yeah, it's like, what do they have, a Cocker Spaniel pen next to the prairie dogs?
Well,
Like,
I
what-
would hope so.
What is
Cocker
going
spaniels
on?
are very nice. Thank you very much. I don't know what it is with you. What, dude? Oh, this is a common animal. It's not worthy of us seeing at a zoo. Animals are great. All kinds of animals, except for spiders that bite your dick. Those are the only ones right now that I know of that I can think of right now that suck. I'll even take an octopus. I'll take a horny octopus over a
A
spider that can bite your
secret
dick.
octopus.
A horny
lady, how are you?
Prairie dogs are great, okay? So like there are entire TV shows on Animal Planet about prairie dogs. I guarantee it. I don't know them, but I'm sure
Yeah.
there are.
They beat the shit out of prairie cats, I'll tell you that much.
They're great until they're around copious amounts of alcohol. I know that much.
Then they are assholes at that.
Then they
point.
get prurient.
So Ryan, what do you think the definition of prurient is?
I think it's not necessarily being of the persuasion, but being a fan of people that believe that white people are the master race.
Oh, that's so wrong. That's so very
Pro-Aryan, right? Pro-Aryan.
Oh God
You know what, Ryan? Your answers make me so angry, not because they're better than mine, but because they're funnier than mine.
Well, I mean, we just started the show, so give me some time. I'll go downhill. Don't worry, guys. Like a drunk prairie dog.
Yeah, because you're drinking Prairie Dog 540, which is actually our sponsor this week. It's a sort of beer that's crafted by prairie dogs.
They choose all the hops.
Prairie Dog 540. It's actually the label has a prairie dog on a skateboard, going up a ramp doing a 540.
Prairie Dog 540.
I had to bring that
by
joke
prairie
all the way
dogs
around.
for prairie dogs.
Okay.
No, wait, hold on. I'm envisioning a brilliant commercial, right?
Yes,
like it
please.
starts off in some wooded glen, and it's like, it looks beautiful, it looks great, and then you see this prairie dog, and he's like kind of poking his head out of this hole in the ground a little bit, but he's not really willing to come out, right? And then you see these two like kind of surfer type guys who are on a stroll through the woods, like, oh bro, this is so great. It's like, yeah, be making it better. Like, oh, I know, bro. And then he pulls out the cooler and he opens it up, and it's there, it is, cool crisp bottle of Prairie Dog 540. It's like cracks it open, glug glug glug. That prairie dog gets one sniff, darts out that hole, jumps on top of them, mauls them both to death.
What?
Like just rips them to shreds, just like blood and
Okay,
intestines
I'm
everywhere.
Gonna stop you right
and then
here.
at the
I'm going
end-
to tell you
No,
what
wait,
the problem
hold
is
on,
with your
got-
commercial. Surfers aren't walking in the woods, Dave.
Hey man, don't you tell surfers how to live their lives, man.
There's no
think
waves in the woods.
Yeah, what would they be doing? I mean, it's well established that we have no business doing marketing. I think we established that with our, what was that, ice skates and wooden floor mats to chop onions while you're driving.
Yeah, well, no, that's practical, first off.
Well, I'm just saying, Prairie Dog beer is probably a step up.
Yeah, that sounds like human ingenuity
I
at
think
work
it
to
is.
me.
I think it would be a hit at coiffers. Because we really clearly need to get every joke we've ever done in every episode.
all that.
This is basically a glossary at this point.
Yeah, this is our clip show. We took a real quick path to our clip show. But anyway, who's yet to define this word?
Me.
Who's yet to even like understand how to really say it?
Me, still.
All of us.
Prurian. All right, I like of the persuasion. I'm stealing that from you, Ryan. The alcoholism, I think, is actually going somewhere, Bob. But I'm going to say that prurian is the way that an animal sort of fluffs itself and presents itself sort of fluffs itself up for mating to try and attract another, like a member of the opposite sex, right? So like picture a chicken, okay? Or well, I guess a rooster, more specifically. Picture a rooster that sort of puffs its feathers out. It's prurian at that moment. It's prurian because it's trying to get the hens. Does that make sense? That's
So you're saying it's in the act of prurry.
Yes.
Like it's prurrying.
It's
is what you're
prurrying.
saying. Okay.
It's
So you
prurrying,
think-
which means at the moment it's prurrying.
Oh, jeez. So this is a verb and not an adjective.
It's a verbative. Dave,
Verb.
tell us what prurient means, please.
Okay, first of all, you guys all said it wrong. It's prurient. Okay, it's Prurient.
P-R.
Oh my gosh,
R-I-E-N-T.
Swear to God, man.
Oh, God
Stop
damn it, I know this word. You said
Stop
it
going-
wrong, you motherfucker.
No, I did not. Go to Google and listen to that prurient.
You didn't. There was no T. You haven't used
Yeah.
the T this
Dude,
entire episode.
I'm sorry. Yes,
man.
I've used many T's. I've crossed the T's and dotted the I's, my friend.
Of course.
Dude,
Okay.
stop going. These cheesesteaks are incredible.com. Like,
All right, but anyway, the definition is having or encouraging an excessive interest in sexual matters.
Of course it is.
What's up?
I was actually close. I was fucking close, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
now, so
actually-
what I want you guys to do, though, is I want you to go to Google and type this word in right now. And you're going to get the definition on your left, and then on your right, you're going to get the creepiest picture of a man that has ever lived.
okay, spell
And he
it.
is apparently a musical artist who is named Prurient. And
I'm not.
he looks like he wants to blow something up or maybe eat part of my face.
I don't know why I'm not seeing the picture.
Prurient.
He
It's
doesn't look like he
P-R-U.
wants to have sex at all.
Yeah, he looks like he's evolved beyond sex. Like
Oh.
he's praying to a lava god.
Huh.
Yeah, I really think all of our listeners right now should look this guy up.
Yeah,
Let me
please.
spell that again. It's Prurient. And that picture of Mr. Prurient in the glasses is.
Is that not scary as hell?
So after this photo shoot, did he eat the photographer?
Am I looking at the
sure he
right?
did.
Am I looking at the right person?
Yeah.
Is he have a blue background, like a white shirt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with the white, and he's staring at you with the fire of a thousand
Sort of
suns.
comb over thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that like kind of intensity since the painting in Ghostbusters 2. Like this guy,
Oh wow!
like the world will be his. It'll be
Oh.
kind of mine, but it'll be mostly his. You know what I mean?
What's the name of the guy from the Ghostbusters painting?
Vigo.
It's Vigo, dude.
Vigo. So this is really
Yeah.
the son of Vigo, then. Don't you think?
Yeah, I guess he would be like Vigo's Jesus Christ. Like he would be like Vigo came out the painting, he touched some woman's belly in his ghost form, of course, and then she was impregnated with Prurient. She gave birth to
Brilliant.
the Antichrist.
Well, I'm pissed off at you because you didn't pronounce this right, and you
Oh,
led
come
us
on,
Second
dude.
week in a
led
row.
us to believe.
Prurient, come on, what the hell?
Okay,
Can you guys
You
not
said it
hear?
again, and there's still no T.
You can't use T's apparently. That's your problem. We figured it out. I'm happy we were able to diagnose you. I mean, for your sake, it's great.
Now, if we can only save the relationship between you and your father, you'll be all fixed.
Oh, that's long gone, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay. No, you know what, Dave? It's a good word. And having or encouraging an excessive interest in sexual matters. Clearly, I have the definition here. I don't care what you guys say. I won that one. But we also need to use this word in a sentence, and ideally use it with some semblance of accuracy. Bob, I want you to start prurient in a sentence.
Prurient Dog 540. The beer all drunk prairie dogs can't get enough of. Do you have a fear of getting old? Would you like to have copious amounts of sex? Well, then Prurient Dog 540 is for you, friends.
Okay.
Do a 540 down to your local liquor store and get some
yeah,
right
there we
now.
go.
Yeah. All right.
You just appealed to a younger audience than Bob. I like that. And Bob's ad was targeted for an older audience, and it worked. So
Yeah.
that's
What?
oh.
How
this
do the
is
rules
good.
work as far as tag-ons? Like, I mean, is that cool? Did I?
Oh
kinda...
yeah, absolutely. You just got 35
Okay.
points on top of
Nice.
Bob's
Thank
54.
you.
So that's
Although
good.
you got negative 500 points for not telling us the right word.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. Jeez, man.
Right. Ryan, I want you to do an ad for Prairie Dog 540 using Prurient, please.
Oh my God, man, that is impossible.
Fucking do
welcome
it.
to the
Do
triple
it.
double.
Do it.
Do you like twerking? Do you like getting drunk? Do you like prairie dogs? Do you like spinning in a direction that is more than a circle? Just slightly more than a circle? Prairie Dog 540. If you want to get the ladies hot and prurient, what you want to do is you want to go down to your local liquor store, get some Prairie Dog 540, and cruise home on that skateboard that Susan brought up for some reason. Yeah, dog.
Ooh, ending on a yeah dog is so perfect for Prairie
No,
Dog
that's like the
540.
slogan for. Oh my God, guys, we've redeemed ourselves from the ice skate
right.
wooden floor mat. I think
Yeah,
I think so.
Somebody's got to get us an X Games endorsement here. We're just
We
crushing
can do
it.
that.
surfers in the woods.
God,
Surfers in the woods.
They are dying
Ice
for
skating.
endorsements right now. Anyways, I mean they.
Yeah.
They absolutely. It's pretty sad.
We're breaking the societal norms, you guys.
We are.
We're pushing the envelope.
We are.
Mm-hmm.
Prurient. Okay, here I go.
Here we go, here we go.
Prurient 540. Get all the fucking prairie dogs hot and hard. Get them wild. Get it going. Get it good, dog. Prairie Dog 540. It's prurient.
Susak's definitely looking for the Midwest audience. He is
Yeah.
going straight to the floor there. No,
I feel like I
If
just
your
watched
prairie
a-
dog has an erection for more than 4 hours, it's priapism, and you should see your doctor.
No, that was the audio version of a Pokemon episode. Like that was I just had a seizure.
I feel like that's the point, though. We're going to have versions of Prairie Dog 540. What I'm doing is I'm trying to push the envelope further, where we include energy drinks inside of it. It's like one of those Four Locos, except it's
Yeah.
a Prairie Dog 540 Loco. That's the idea.
Well, I think you should get extra points because clearly your ad was targeted at the guy on the Google page for Prurient. You were trying to get him sold, and I like that.
I'm trying to expand the audience is all. I mean, so sue me. Dave, same thing to you.
Oh, okay. Hello, friend. It's Friday night, and you're about ready to engage in some furry fan fiction. Well, guess what? You don't have to go that route tonight. Go out, get yourself a bottle of Prairie Dog Prurient 540. It's a prurient blend of prurient spices. Spurients, really. A mixture of spices and sexual energy and charisma that would make you seem like James Bond to even the fluffiest fox. And I mean like a real fox, because you're gross and you want to have sex with animals. But that's okay, because you drink enough of Prairie Dog 540, all those prurient thoughts, they'll feel natural, they'll feel right. And nobody will question why you want to bang a dog.
Oh, geez.
Well, we've covered everything.
Yeah.
We've got
demos.
just outright racism. We've got bestiality. I mean, I don't know where else we could possibly go with this that we haven't already. But I mean, that's Prairie Dog 540. Just living the life. Okay.
No
Dave,
rules, man. No rules.
Dave, you need to give us your elevator pitch for Prurient.
Okay. So it's just a hilarious word. Think about what it's given us. It's given us creepy white dudes in glasses, amazing malt beverage, liquor concoctions, skateboarding dogs, and it's a fun word to say, and I said it correctly. So, like, I mean, it's just an amazing word, and we're young, virile men filled with, thoughts of sexual conquest and just bursting to the seams with potent love juices. And Prurient really sums all of us up. This isn't just a word for me. It's not a word I picked because I'm a greedy person. It's a word that I knew would be great to share with my friends, and I'm glad we could.
Yeah, I'm just busting right now, dude. You just totally described me.
You're like a Ziploc baggie full of air. Like, it's just, you touch any side of it, it's going to pop.
No, well, that's good stuff. All right. Jesus. We need someone to go next. Draw straws, guys. Who has the shortest one?
How about you, Mike? How about you?
I think I have the
Mike.
shortest one. All right. My word this week.
Yeah, I'm glad Bob let that.
Yeah, I walked into that one. My word this week. Taciturn.
Oh.
Taciturn.
Again, I'm going for word you've heard before.
Yep.
Maybe you know the definition. Maybe you don't. Bob probably does. I hope he doesn't.
I do.
Fuck.
So you said taciturn, like
No,
like
no.
Ta.
Taciturn with a T.
Oh,
It
taciturn.
starts with that letter you can't use, Dave.
Yeah.
The letter T.
I picked a word Dave can't say. Taciturn.
That's not
Taciturn.
Taciturn. No, you got it. Dave, I want you to guess the definition of taciturn.
Okay, taciturn. So, all right, taciturn. What does that make me think? Makes me think taste test, but it also makes me turn, like to show your back to somebody, to tell them in one simple gesture that they don't mean a thing to you and they're not even worth eye contact. So I'm going to say that taciturn is a rude way to exit the Pepsi challenge.
Wait.
It's a very specific word that you've heard before.
I mean, I got where you were going, but I don't know where the hell the Pepsi challenge came from.
Well, because that's a very classic, well-known taste test, blind taste test for Americans.
You're not wrong.
And, I'm a Coke guy. I like Coke. Pepsi is pretty gross. So, like, I can imagine that if I was in that situation, I drink some Coke. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. Tastes like Coke. And then I drink some Pepsi. Probably spit it right in that person's face, and I would give them the most violent taciturn of their life. Like, I would just, turn around.
Yeah, I feel like there's a
walk
snap
away.
involved.
Yeah, there's several snaps. You can either do 3 and a Z, or you can do around the world. So yeah, you've got options. You've got options.
I'd like to explore those options. What are some of the other potential things you can do as far as snapping your way out taciturnly away from
We can do the
Pepsi
double
challenge?
Dutch. You can do the double Dutch.
Oh, is it like you're rotating like a figure eight
Yeah.
or something? Okay. I always thought of that as sort of the rave dancer, where you're doing the figure 8 snaps.
Yeah. I was thinking
So
windmill.
what would be other rude ways to leave a Pepsi challenge?
Just dumping the Pepsi over me and like, fuck this, I'm out of here.
What if
That
you
would
like
be-
pulled your own root beer or Dr. Pepper out of your pocket, put it on the table,
Oh,
like popped
that's
the
a
top,
power
poured it in a
move.
third cup?
That's a power move because you're like, you think that is cola? This is cola.
Nah, dog, I got some RC lukewarm in my pocket, ready to prove its point.
I was actually gonna break out RC Cola, but I'm like, is that a regional reference? I don't know if that exists outside
that
of my
exists.
life.
That exists everywhere, I
shit.
think. And it's even better
That is a
when it's
dick move.
lukewarm in a baggie. Why you're keeping it in the Ziploc baggie? Nobody knows. You and your fucking bag of RC
Hey,
Cola.
I thought this was America, you know. I'm free to any religion and any kind of conveyance for beverages that I would like. So don't judge me.
They give you a sip of the Coke. They give you a sip of the Pepsi. You're like, puh, and then you pull out of your pocket a bottle of Prairie Dog 540. You shake it up. You take off the cap, let it spray everywhere, and then you salute the American flag and you punch them and walk away.
Oh, you want to be careful
fuck 'em
spraying
meats.
it on people.
Just like
though.
a lightning bolt shoots through the ceiling, and like Sousa comes riding down on it, just wailing on a flaming guitar.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
absolutely.
Let me buy some of that drink. I want some of that drink.
Now, can we do a non-alcoholic cola version of Prairie Dog 540? Like, is it maybe Prairie Dog 180 or Prairie Dog 360 or something like that?
Prairie Dog 275.
Prairie Dog 275. That's perfect. Prairie Dog 275, the drink for the under 21 crowd. Or like, how do we market it? Where, because like when you have a non-alcoholic version of your drink, it automatically by default sounds a little less hardcore. We want to keep it at the same level, you know, while also making people feel like it's okay to drink it. You know, they're not going to be left out or anything like that when they're with their friends at Coiffers.
We got to start a whole line of Prairie products.
Oh yeah.
We keep the Prairie Dog line
Okay.
as our alcohol.
Okay.
But I know we hate it, but Prairie Cat
Oh,
is
You're right.
well,
Can we
but
take
you
the
can make-
cat part?
you can
Prairie pussy?
you can make this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, do you not want
No.
to drink? Are you some kind of prairie pussy? Like,
But
we've
yeah,
got
no, that might
we've
be
got a
bad, though, too.
proprietary high fructose corn syrup blend for you, my friend.
Don't soak up all of the names yet, because this is a whole line of products. You can
You're
use
right.
that in other aisles
right.
of the grocery store. If you know what I'm saying. Wink,
yeah.
Okay.
Feminine hygiene. I gotcha.
Well, what about like prairie puss, like
Prairie
or
puss.
like octopus, but like prairie? Well, it's kind of similar.
oh, don't bring him back.
wink. Ooh, did somebody want to talk to me, everybody? I like the prairie. Can we go next to the poo?
I like that Ryan treats Bob's octopus like secret octopus like some sort of person that is like, oh fuck, here comes that guy again, you know?
Oh shit! Hide your pens.
Who needs ink? I can't do
Ooh, it looks like your bick is out of ink. Want me to have?
All right.
All right, who's got to do the next definition?
Oh fuck. Taciturn. Ryan, taciturn.
Oh shit, man! It's like I've heard this word so many times. It's like it's abrasive, acidic, not Hasidic, acidic. Yeah, just that's what I think of when I think of taciturn. I think, man, that bitch is so taciturn, and she's ornery. How about that?
I feel like you gave like 3 definitions there.
Shit, because I have no idea what this word means. I've heard it
I'm
a
gonna
million
go
times.
abrasive and acidic. I'll allow that as a
Yeah,
definition.
let's do it. Yeah,
Uh,
acidic.
Okay.
Abrasive and Hasidic. Got it.
Damn it! No,
Bob.
I just had that pro-Aryan comment. Okay.
Bob, you seem to think you know what taciturn means. Please enlighten us.
Shut your mouth. Actually, it's pretty close to that though. It means you're someone who doesn't speak up a whole lot. You tend to, not necessarily shy, but you just don't talk a whole lot.
Okay. That is the definition. Tending to be quiet, not speaking frequently. Temperamentally disinclined to talk. I knew that there was a likelihood that one of you would get it, and I was
Probably the one who talks the most would be the one who would
fucking
get it.
afraid it'd be Bob. Okay, well, you know, them's the breaks. Bob, you get to be first, though, in using taciturn in a sentence.
There has rarely been a point in my life when I have been a taciturn person. Typically, I go on and on for hours and hours, not just because I get paid to talk, but because I'm really unlikable.
Oh, the honesty.
Nailed it.
Ryan, we're going backwards in the order. Taciturn in a sentence.
People used to say I was taciturn. That's all I have to say about that.
That was an adorable use. I like it. Dave, taciturn.
My tumultuous taciturn turnaround was not well received by the 42nd annual Arbor Day Foundation picnic. Or maybe it was peeing on that tree.
No, Dave, I want you to go back, do it all again, and I want you to include Toothless Fergie in a sewer. Go.
Right. Meanwhile, Toothless Fergie in a sewer. My
No, Ryan is playing Toothless Fergie in the sewer for you.
so am I supposed to be her thoughts?
Dave, I want you to taciturnly get away from Toothless Fergie during the Pepsi challenge in the sewer. Ryan, you are Toothless Fergie. And there's an octopus there, his name is Bob. Go.
What are we all doing in the sewer?
I don't want to. Fergie, no.
You sure are pretty, but you really should get some more.
Fergie, no.
You'd be much prettier if you comb your hair. Maybe get out of the sewer. Maybe get yourself some dentures. I know a good dentist.
My while we waiting.
The most disappointing part about that is I didn't hear your finger snaps, Dave. So someone test Dave.
Well, I was trying to be taciturn.
Oh, yeah.
You are a pretty lady,
worked.
but your lips are waving all over the place.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we got to get away from this word. Once again, another good word burned by me. Probably not winning, but that's okay. We're going to go with Bob. Bob, I want you to give us your word this week.
Today's word, kids, is anato. Anato.
Anato.
A nacho?
A natto.
Not a nacho.
I'm writing it down that way, so.
Saddest plate of nachos ever.
It's just, sir, you ordered your nacho. What the fuck
I'd like
is
to
this?
order
It's
a
one
nacho.
chip.
I'm on the Atkins. Can I have a nacho?
It's plated really nicely, though. Nice, large, white plate.
Great
one
presentation.
Nacho. And there's only a little bit of cheese on the chip with one single jalapeno on it as well.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a lovely.
Like not even sliced up, like a full big one.
Oh, of course.
On top of it, not seeded, nothing. Just it's right there.
All right, David or Bob, you're gonna have to hit me with that again because I'm just gonna think a nacho the whole time, but that can't be it.
Well, you can go ahead and think that. That's probably closer than any other definition you're going to get. Anato. Would you like a spelling on that so you can Google it real quick?
Well, please don't Google it. But yeah,
it sounds Latin to me.
Is that a question? Or is it a statement?
He got you there.
Both.
Is it Nannato?
You're real close.
It's two T's. It's got to be double T's. A word like that, classy word like that, you double down on the T's.
Yeah, you probably do.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for this week, is anything with two sets of double letters.
Ooh, okay, so Annatto. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Ooh.
The O is feeling left out, just to be honest. I'm going to let everybody spell that in their head so they get what I'm saying. We got to figure out what this means. I'm going to go ahead. I'll start. Anato. It's a musical term.
Oh, I like that.
In which, how you have allegro, you have
vibrato and all that.
There's a lot
piano.
of right. Yes. It's a lot of those have to do with you think of crescendo, gets louder or whatever
Staccato.
it is. Yeah. I'm gonna say anato is the process by which you slowly play like shit, where you just fuck up. Have you ever had it where you're in your 7th grade band and you there's a spot on the chart where you're never gonna get this, you practice it over and over in class, you practice it sometimes outside of class, and there's this one measure where you're fucked no matter what. So then what your music teacher does, if he's a good music teacher, he writes a natto on that measure, which says improvise. Like, just do what your heart says, which is probably not wrong or not right at all. But like, you start out kind of getting a couple of those notes, and next thing you know, you're playing your bassoon, you're fucking it up constantly as you go. A natto, the process by which you slowly fuck up in music.
It's like,
I
look,
think this is right.
I'm going to trust you, do what you want. I know you're going to screw it up, but this is a public school, and I don't get paid enough to care or teach you.
Exactly.
So just go ahead and wing it.
No, I just picture it like there's like a junior high band teacher, and he's just like, he knows his class sucks, but he just wants to make it seem like he's in control. And so he starts going, he's waving around and stuff, and he's like, all right, guys, a natto, like turn to shit. And then they all just, they were the whole time.
Oh yeah,
anyway,
like
he's
he's
taking credit
conducting.
for it.
He's got his
Right.
got his 4/4 time conducting going down. And you know how he does that sort of little hop and he points to the next to one section. So he's going
just goes,
and a
"And
natto," and that's when they fuck up at that point. And
Well,
that's
the
like,
oboe's a hard instrument to play.
Those Creed shred videos on YouTube.
oh yeah.
Exactly.
It's like it's like the clarinets start going like, it's that's
Wait, how's the clarinet go again?
I know, I play
Sounds like
clarinet
a
for
flamingo
3
getting
years.
choked and stretched out.
That is what they make clarinets out of, Dave.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That's actually the beginning theme song to our commercial for Prairie Cat 520.
I was expecting
This
a commercial.
cat with electric glasses comes on. Hey, that's a natto what you need to drink. Wow.
The cat like loves puns, man. He's just really into it.
The cat's
Love
name.
animal pheromones.
The punster cat. I like it. Okay, so that's a natto. We need a definition from Dave. A natto.
All right, a natto. I'm gonna say that it's a noun and it's a vegan gelato. So like, oh, you want a gelato? Actually, I'd like a natto.
Son
I'll
of
do a
bitch.
natto.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Wow. And you know you'd get some fucking vegan hipsters in that shop
Yeah.
buying
Like
up your
big,
natto.
just chunky scarves all day, just like the chunkiest scarves.
Oh, they're
and,
infinity
like,
scarves too.
Yeah, and they're like those tight, like red pastel, almost like clay colored pants, and they're just like, oh yeah, I have a natto, yeah.
They're trying desperately to bring corduroy back. Like
Yeah,
they've
it's like
got
you bought
everything
a-
that brings corduroy at this point.
And you bought a thick pair of like Drew Carey glasses from Rite Aid that were reading glasses, and you popped the lenses.
You bought
out,
them
and
from
you're
Drew
just like-
Carey, actually.
Yeah, you bought them. Drew Carey's hard up. Price is Right doesn't pay that well.
Cleveland
actually,
Rocks
yeah.
and all that, yeah.
Well,
So,
tell you,
yeah.
while you were describing that, Dave, I one of those times I didn't hear the VS on scarves, and I thought big chunky scars, and it went from hipsters to like bikers ordering a natto.
Is this you guys muscling me out of the show? You're like,
We're
Jesus
really-
Christ,
I'm
we've
not
had
trying
enough
to.
of Dave's.
But this is what Bob is
enunciation.
doing. Bob is trying to take us out one by one before he does the Bob Ball show. I know this is
Usher
just a
in the-
platform.
You will
Usher in the
turn on each
octopi.
other.
It's funny you say that, Bob, because I think when we create our Prairie Dog branded natto, we want bikers with big, thick, chunky scars to come in and buy this. It's not just for the hipsters that wear corduroy. And
Yeah,
by
it's
the
for the
way,
people.
everybody that's listening that's wearing corduroy right now, I really don't have a problem with it. It's part of the show, guys. You wear what
Yeah.
you want. Like, don't
Just-
listen to me.
Make sure when you're sitting, you keep your
Honk,
legs
honk,
spread
waka,
wide.
waka, it's just for fun.
Don't move around too much in the corduroy. We don't want to start a brush fire. Just be safe. Be safe.
I'll tell you, as a fat kid, my mother loved to buy me corduroy. And I cannot tell you how often there were patches on my pants that were just
What's the
rubbed
sound of
raw of corduroy.
Yeah.
Wow.
You want to know what that sound is? It's this one right here.
Yeah. It's like imagine trying
All
to
day long.
like ball up a
Soundboard.
trash bag. Like you're just trying to ball up a trash bag.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how you sound every day, all day in corduroy.
Okay, but anyways, yeah. A natto, gelato, vibrato. Yes. Ryan, define a natto for us.
Yeah, see, I'm going back and forth on this. I'm thinking, so it's Latin, anato, crap. So nadar in Spanish would be to swim, and a means not. So it means someone who doesn't swim. a person who is swimless.
Or
Doesn't have
somebody
swimming
who
in their life.
sinks to the bottom, like not buoyant.
No,
Is that
they're,
what you're
no,
doing?
but
they're
I'm
just
swimming
very
pretty
against
good,
swimming.
guys. Let's all go to the pool.
Ryan,
See, Bob's bringing it back around.
Are they still buoyant or are they not?
They don't know, and they don't want to know. They don't want to have anything to do with swimming.
Can't be
Oh,
bothered
okay.
with buoyancy. Can't be bothered with it.
We will never know with a lot of these people. These anatos, like, they don't even want to go near the water. They don't want to swim in it. They don't want. Well, they'll wade in it. They just don't want to swim in it. I think
Now,
that's the main idea.
I am a natto going in the deep end of that pool.
I'm a natto
Oh,
going in the deep end of that pool. Hey.
Gelato. The thing is that what you're describing sounds a lot like a phobia of some sort, and I want to put this out there. I'm incredibly proud of us that none of us have brought any sort of phobia to the table as a word yet.
Just I'm priapism phobia is really
That's
the
the
way to
closest
ring-
we've gotten. But I don't.
Way to
really
ring
want
that
us-
bell for next week, Mike. Way to ring
Yeah,
that
but
bell.
the thing is I really don't want us to because they're so easy to pick any sort of
Yeah.
phobia and say, oh, it sounds cool, you know? Like, it's like agoraphobia or whatever. Like, we're keeping that off the table as much as we can. If someone brings it,
Yeah.
I'm not going to be mad at them, but they're never going to win.
So Dave, Ryan, is he trying to get us? Is he trying to lure us into doing it?
Yeah.
Or is he trying to push us away from it so he can do it himself?
right. We'll
don't
never
know.
know. This is a nice
Yeah.
little poker face he's got. I can't see his face.
It sure sounds like
technically-
it sure sounds like you have a fear for what I'm planning.
And and technically, I mean, mine's a phobia.
Xenophobia.
It's sousaphobia. I mean,
It's like a celibacy phobia, you know?
No,
like
that's
like,
a fear of sousaphones. Let's be realistic about this.
It's a tough instrument.
well, I have a
to play.
family of sousaphones, so Ryan. But the thing is I want you to be clear. Is what you're describing a fear of swimming
No.
or someone that doesn't want anything to do with swimming?
It's an indifference to swimming.
oh, it's swimming apathy.
Oh.
Yeah, swimming apathy. They're just over.
Sweat.
I mean, they'll wade, you know, like, but the natos, they just are anti-swimming, basically.
Okay, so too cool to swim, sort of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Do they bathe still, or is it specifically
They
swimming?
can wade. They can wade. I think just the act of swimming is just,
Yeah.
you know.
But they
It's like no
they'll still
baths,
shower?
just shower. Yeah, just showers, no baths. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this line of questioning is telling me that I'm, like, in the ballpark.
You must be. I think you are, but I just want you to be as specific as you can with your definition. One more question from me. Now, if you had this, if you're of this persuasion, I guess, and you're taking a shower and someone plugged up the drain so that water started pooling up, would you get out right away at that point? Like, is there a certain threshold where if water starts pooling up, you're like, yep, I'm out?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I think they would either have to leave or just drown because, like, they're just not going to do it,
It
basically.
depends
They
on
just-
how tall the shower is, I guess.
Right.
But you know, if you can wade, I mean, that's got to be what, thighs, I would say. Once you get to like waist, then you're starting to get into dangerous territory.
Yeah.
But up until then, it's just wading.
That is a very deep bath.
So
a
before
vat.
I actually give you the real definition, is there a point where any of you guys have like been in the tub but taking a shower
Okay.
and the drain stops up? Where is that point where you go, oh my God, I'm just standing in my own soup?
Yeah,
At
mid-foot.
at what point do you stop the shower and you go, okay, I've got to fix this?
I would say-
Mid-foot. That shit is disgusting.
I would
You're
say,
sitting in,
I
like,
would say it's probably after I peed the second time.
oh, no.
Oh, really, Costanza?
Oh,
Really?
Do you go number 3 in the shower?
Look, I mean, what are you gonna do?
You know, we need more I need more information anyway.
No, we
I mean,
don't.
okay, for
It
one,
sounds
what?
like you drank Prairie Dog 520, animal.
Like, so no, not more
Definitely that
information on
demographic.
Mike's disgusting bathroom habits, shower behavior. But no, for me personally, it depends on what stage in the cleansing process I'm at, and two, the look of the water that is starting to pool at the bottom.
Look at the what?
Milky white.
Okay,
Yeah.
milky white. Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Yeah.
My feet are just marinating in a hobo soup kitchen. Like it's gross.
It's not
But
a
yeah,
yellowish white.
but if I wash my hair and I like wash my face and behind my ears, and then like I got maybe to my chest and like started getting my arms going, and then it's like, well, at that point I have to finish the shower. Like I'm just going to tough through
Well,
it.
you don't need to
get
worry.
it
Germs
done.
can't travel that far anyways. Like they die.
No, well,
halfway
gravity,
up your
dude.
chest.
Gravity.
Yeah.
Gravity pulls the
They
germs
can't make it up
downward.
to your
That's-
head at that point. Once
Right.
your head and your upper abdomen and chest and stuff are clean. Not even abdomen. Like you can go.
Yeah,
about
your
nipple-
thorax. Yep.
There's some sort of rhyme I can't read. It's like it's some sort of an old wives' tale. Like it's a rhyme where it's like nipple high, nipple
A
high,
pint's a pound the world
You
around.
won't die.
Hips, nips, and fingertips.
nipple high, and you won't die. I think that's what it is, right? right?
If it's
Bob?
brown,
That's
wash
exactly
it down.
Yeah.
If it's if
It's green,
If it's
wash
yellow,
it
let it
clean.
mellow.
yeah. I can't remember it. I'm sorry. Like I'm trying to bring advice to help people too, but
If it's milky white, it'll probably kill you in your sleep.
If it's milky white,
Okay.
your last night's tonight. Okay, go ahead.
So let's go to the actual definition of a natto.
a natto.
Because
Please.
everything that you guys guessed was a natto what it is.
Whoa!
Oh, you're so
That's-
cool. For
that's why he
saying
picked
pun
that word.
14
That-
times. It is.
That's why I picked
You
it,
are right.
just for
you
that
are
zinger.
right.
Welcome to Word Rango, home of the pun.
Word Rango.
I just
Rango.
picture Bob's got like this enormous cane that he's pulling us all the way by the neck.
It's like the Joker. The Joker in the first Batman movies is like pulling the longest cane out of his pants.
Yeah.
Whoa, let's not go back to last week's Priapus.
God damn it!
So-
Stop it.
So a natto is actually a yellowish red dye that's made from the pulp of some
Oh.
tropical seeds.
Yeah.
What?
And do you do you know that you have all ingested a natto at some point?
Is it used
Because
on M&Ms?
Do you know what they use that reddish yellow dye
It's
for?
M&Ms, isn't it?
Yeah. Shit,
Twinkies.
No, it's
One of the biggest things they use it for is, my friends, it is National Cheese Month. They
Yeah.
put that in
Oh
cheddar cheese.
shit!
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what makes
dang.
cheddar cheese orange.
Fuck.
right.
Cheddar's
Wow.
the
Cheese
best
starts
cheese
off white.
too.
Yep. Shit.
How about them?
And I'm-
How about them human beings, guys? How about them human beings?
Yeah, give it up for the humans. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
Yes.
I'm proud of our great nation and my great state for putting that shit in my cheese to make it not only taste delicious but look delicious. I love it.
It doesn't have a whole lot of flavor. From what I read, it was like slightly peppery and something else, but it doesn't give a whole lot of. It doesn't impart a whole lot of flavor. It just
But still,
color.
Make-
I mean,
makes it orange.
they still make delicious. I mean, let's just be honest.
Yeah, you're not gonna want to eat cheddar cheese if it's white. I mean, not as much. I don't think,
It's
right?
called
unless
white
it's white cheddar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a reason that they segregate them, Ryan.
Yeah,
I'm sure
if
you
you're
can get
pro-Aryan,
behind- I'm
maybe
sure
you
you
would.
can get
But
Okay, Bob, you said that it's some sort of dye, red, and it's specifically red and yellow.
yellowish red.
Okay,
so orange.
okay.
Yeah, orange.
Now, I had some ideas on how we can make this process a little bit fun, maybe a little faster. I don't know. We can try and use a natto in a sentence, I guess. I have some other ideas, and I think I'll save it for later on in the show. Actually, now that I'm
Or we
thinking
can
of it.
shoot each other with paintball.
Yeah, let's
prairie dog style.
We'll stick to the we'll stick to the usual. Dave, I want you to use a natto in a sentence.
Okay. When I found Jared in study hall, the annatto complexion of his skin meant only one thing. He had been on another cheddar cheese binge.
Smell of an auto.
Hey man, you've been in college, you know, you got stress, you got tests, trying to figure things out in life. And, you know, sometimes you got binge on some cheddar cheese, you know, get through those long nights, figure out that calculus, you know, break out the abacus, get it done. Triangles, like median, perpendicular lines. College, university.
I'm letting you use all the geometry terms you know. Sine, cosine.
Circumference.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Ryan, a natto sentence. Go.
Oh God. I seriously, like, how are you gonna use this in a sentence? It's like manufacturing food. Come on, guys. Ah, shit.
Well, you need to be
Well,
worrying
then-
more about manufacturing points right now, my friend.
I know that's what.
Well, then, Ryan, I'll tell you what. If you can't use it in the way that it actually is, then I suggest you use it in the way that you wanted to use it.
Oh, okay, exactly. There you go. Hitting it home. On my first trip to the Venice Pier, I found the water looked delightful. But there was no way in hell I was going to go swim in that shit because being in an natto means you stand by your ground and you're not going to swim in that shit. It could be the cleanest looking water. It could be pristine. It could be glorious looking. You can jump in, but you're not going to swim. You start moving those arms? No, that's not what an annatto does. Yeah, it doesn't work. Sorry, guys.
No, I like that you used annatto twice in that sentence. You
That's
doubled down on it.
I want to get some double points. But,
A natto point for you.
oh, I know that when I was thinking about the word, I'm like, the only way I can use this in a sentence is to do, like, just the shittiest, cheesiest pun. Do you see what I did there? Huh?
The
Little
cheese.
cheesiest
That's
pun.
good. That's good. I'm gonna
Oh, that was very funny.
I'm gonna go for.
Nobody liked that, Brian.
I'm gonna go for. Wow, that octopus is a real bastard.
Yeah, what a dick.
I am gonna go for a cheesy joke. How about that? Okay. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Anato.
Anato who?
Anato going to tell you.
Brilliant.
Thank you. Bob, please.
This is the vaudeville section of the show. It only costs $1, mister. No, that's way too much.
Bob, you can use Anato in a sentence as you please.
I'm Anato gonna do it.
Yeah, fucking of course.
Mic drop.
Yeah, of course. Followed
So
up with
let's go straight into the elevator pitch
Please
because
do.
boy, I know we're running long.
Yeah, we are.
So, Anato, think about it, my friends. It is National Cheese Month. Do you know what that means? That means the next episode of Pop Quizzical is going to be all about cheese.
Fucking...
Will we bring up Anato? Probably. Why? Well, it's because it's what I do. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to popquizzical.com. I want you to sign up for the daily things that come out. What do you call those?
Newsletters?
Blog posts. Yeah, newsletters. Sign up for my newsletter.
Blog letters.
And I will give you
My
5
zine.
easy steps on
News
cheese
posts.
making.
News posts, blogs, letters.
Also, there's a
chat room.
lovely show on iTunes called Pop Quizzical you should listen to. And the next one's going to be all about cheese. And do you know what cheddar cheese has in it? Anato.
You know what my favorite thing about that was? Like, Bob's show obviously has more people that are listening to it than ours. Like, he has way more subscriptions.
He has no
Like, it's way
patience
more
in
popular.
milking this shit. He set
Yeah.
up Word Rango so that eventually he could just suck all the listeners from it and bring it to Pop Quizzical. And he's like, he's got no patience to make a good ploy for it. So he's just like,
Right.
fuck it, episode 5.
Go
is good
straight
enough,
to
go
it.
for
He's like the Galactus of podcasts. He waits for us to get like a little bit of listenership, and then he just eats them all whole.
Yeah.
He devours all that life, and it sustains him.
Well, look, I would give you 0 points for that, Bob, if I didn't like Pop Quizzical and if I didn't
Well,
encourage its growth.
what would get me more points then?
Yeah, well, probably never doing that pitch again. But no. I have no issues with it. Always mention
Well, if that's not getting me more points, let me give the pitch another time. Hi, friends. Pop Quizzical on iTunes. Anato.
No, the pitch for Anato, not the pitch for your show.
You weren't specific. Lawyered.
Yeah.
I bet you added a hashtag to that. Okay, we need one more word, and that is coming from you, Ryan. Ryan, please give us your word this week.
Nice. Well, it's a perfect segue because this is super vaudevillian, this word here. At least I think it is. Highfalutin.
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 All right, I like that.
It's one word?
Yeah.
It is.
Oh.
Yeah. Look at that piece of trivia.
I'm staring at what I wrote down, and I know that's not how you spell it. Highfalutent.
You're
Almost.
close.
Is it without the GH? Like Hifalut? No.
Is it without all the letters I just said?
Hold on. What if I remove an H?
Letters, like,
What if I remove another H? Igfler.
well, that's part of my. I learned that in my 8th grade, socioeconomics
Bullshitting
and sales
class? Okay.
where it's part of the upselling and lowballing tactic, where you start out with a word with so many H's and you slowly remove them until it's comfortable for the person.
I'm just really worried about the state of public education in Wisconsin.
Whatever. I mean, I made it.
Oh yeah, lowballing section. Okay.
No. We need someone to make our cheese.
Good point.
Ryan, how do you spell this?
All right. Highfalutin.
Oh, okay.
So you were close. You highfalutin is what you went for, but it's highfalutin.
Right. Highfalutin. Okay.
It's highfalutin, my friend.
All right.
Yeah, highfalutin. I mean, seriously, you need like a striped vest and like a nice little top hat to even say the word, I think.
Bob, I want you to guess the definition of this word.
Put on your vest and hat.
Put on your vest and hat. We're gonna be highfalutin. Do you know what highfalutin means, folks? It means fancy. And from what I understand, it's typically more with language, highfalutin, but it's a fanciful way to talk.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be all highfalutin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dave, what do you think highfalutin means?
I'm gonna say putting on airs, maybe presenting a false sense of like societal presence, like
You're not saying anything that means anything.
yeah.
I'm gonna get where
Let's
you're
just,
going.
all right. Let's say
You may help you out, Dave. Just go for government
how
shutdown.
about false presentation of stature?
So Aladdin. You can just say Aladdin.
Yeah, so Aladdin, basically
Aladdin.
the plot to Aladdin.
The plot to
you
Aladdin.
you pretend to be a prince. You're a highfalutin kind of person.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go along the same lines. I think we're all on the right track as far as highfalutin goes. I think we all kind of have an idea of what it means. But so that tells me that the winner of this definition is going to be all about the specifics. So for me, I'm going to say highfalutin means someone that shows themselves to be of a higher class and specifically of a higher sort of wealth and stature and I guess of power, because I think money's power sort of thing, like I think that's how it fits
Power
together.
in the money.
It's very
Money
similar to
in
what
the power.
Dave is saying, but
Maybe
I'm going for like a cultural, like a clear-cut cultural definition as more of like a sort of like a cultural studies thing, like it's a term that's used for a group, not just for like an individual. You know what I mean?
Oh man. Okay, so
I appreciate that definition, and from my heart, I say thank you. I appreciate that.
That wasn't for you. That was
Are
for
you
that
sure?
was for the
'Cause you really described me.
That was for the octopus you pretend to be, or for the
so my version's
will.
my version's more like the Aladdin. Your version is like that 80s Michael J. Fox movie where he like lies his way into a business and becomes VP.
Is that Teen
like
Wolf?
Yeah, that was Teen Wolf. Yep. Teen Wolf of Wall Street, I believe, is the full title of that film.
Okay.
I would watch that.
Dude, Teen Wolf of Wall Street? Oh my god. Somebody look for that.
He's a
Oh my
wolf.
God.
He's a wolf.
Secret,
He's a Wall
secret
Street
of my
executive.
success.
Secret of my success. That's
Yeah,
it.
Secret of My Success Teen Wolf mashup would be the best Michael J. Fox. But now, like Michael J. Fox now. Like,
Well,
oh my
of
God.
course. Okay, Ryan,
Anytime
I want you to give us the definition of highfalutin.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad that you guys aren't writing the dictionary, because it would be like several thousand pages long. That's not even doing it justice. 'Cause I like how you guys you're just, well, it's like this, but then I'm gonna like give like another 5 or 6 sentences to explain what I'm saying. You're all actually pretty close, except for Dave.
Thanks.
It just means pompous or pretentious.
Okay.
And really what it is, it's basically like the early 1900s, the vaudevillian way of calling someone a hipster, if you ask me.
Oh,
Like,
so it's the hipster.
Look at that guy
before.
drinking his PBR. He's a little highfalutin. Yeah.
So,
shirt?
so it's the hipster before hipsters were hipsters.
Yeah.
Nice.
Original hipster.
I can already.
Highfalutin.
Yeah. Okay. Man, I have no idea who won on that one though, because you have the fanciful sort of words, like
Yeah, but it's
Bob
not
was saying.
fanciful. It's more like has a negative connotation, and yours, the way that you were describing it, is like it's kind of more talking about wealth, and that's
So
what I
I
think
so I
of
won because I
pretentious.
gave you a number of sentences to try and describe
Right.
it. Yeah.
You were spitballing.
This is why. This is what I was
doing.
doing. Yeah. Yeah.
So now that I'm looking it up, expressed in or marked by the use of high-flown bombastic language.
Oh, what?
No.
That smells a lot like mine.
Is that definition 2 or 3 or something? Because if you're further down the list, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's definition 2,
Wait.
buddy.
It looks like mine was a combination of 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fancy. Well,
Someone is really scratching for this one. I can tell, and
what does Urban Dictionary say?
that's a good question.
Groundless assumption of a higher status or affectation that actually contained. Those are all words.
And I may not have said those words, but those all describe me.
But yes. But I believe I hit this one. So I got the definition, but Bob, you get to use it in a sentence.
Well, sir, you and your highfalutin PBR should go see my secret octopus. Ooh, I'm not a secret octopus. You can't stop saying that.
God, we need to like just insert some ragtime music into that.
Done.
All right.
doffing.
Dave, while you give your sentence for highfalutin, we're gonna need some ragtag music to accompany this.
Rodney, your highfalutin pizza hole has ruined our rental car service for the last time. Sick and tired of Rodney's highfalutin pizza hole.
Yeah, thanks a lot,
ruining
Rodney.
our rental car service.
Highfalutin Rodney.
Hey, you shut your highfalutin pizza hole. Stupid secret octopus. Everybody knows who you are. Wear a monocle and a top hat. Nobody does that.
Stop living life like you're in Mad Men.
Stupid secret octopus.
They don't have monocles in Mad Men. What is it? It's like, that's Boardwalk Empire. Come on.
Well, okay. Highfalutin. When the seventh grade band member was playing his highfalutin, he slowly annattoed his way through the song by gradually fucking up because he decided to taciturnly turn away from the rest of his bandmates and his band instructor, who he believed was prurient in his approach to them performing their music.
Wait, the band teacher's getting like all bonered out? What?
They're done.
Oh, man.
Okay, highfalutin.
Yeah, see? I don't think you got it. What do you want to talk about is that highfalutin ragtime hands.
Is that your sentence, or do you need to go yet?
No, I mean,
That's good. Okay.
My sentence, dude, I just want to bring this word back into, like, you know, now, like, our diction, because seriously, like, this is, I mean, don't you just want to be talking about things being highfalutin?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go see that Wes Anderson movie, eh? That's that highfalutin writing, eh?
To be clear, is
Bill
this your
Murray?
elevator pitch? Because I want you to do your elevator pitch.
No, that kind of is my elevator pitch.
Oh, okay.
I just want to bring it back into, you know, it's something that you'd see, like, you know, one of your grandparents might say it or something like that. Like, if you have, like, a, you know, new pair of Jordans that you bring out or something like that. Oh, those shoes are pretty highfalutin. You wouldn't see them in our business establishments when I was your age. You know, like, that kind of thing.
Your grandpa was on vaudeville, wasn't he?
No. But seriously, like, if he was, he'd be saying highfalutin a lot. And I think we all should basically just try to bring that back into style. So I challenge you this week, everyone. Use highfalutin at least 10 times a day.
Oh, you're putting onus on us.
I want you to use highfalutin in a place where it is completely inappropriate. Like a funeral. Oh, that was...
Talking to your stock.
Who would like to say
Rodney
the-
would have loved
the
that.
last ones?
He loved stuff that was highfalutin. Yeah.
That highfalutin. May that highfalutin motherfucker rest in peace.
Yeah, you gotta use motherfucker after that.
Well, yeah. That makes it even more inappropriate. Okay, so we've reached this part of our program where we need to determine the winner. And that's always kind of a complicated, difficult,
It's the highfalutin countdown.
kind of a, I don't know if it's a really successful process. Looking at how we've done it in the past, we need to figure out ways to make this voting process make sense so that we actually crown a winner instead of just giving the win to Dave.
Why don't we just vote against
And this
things,
is
eliminate things?
this is what I'm saying is that I don't want to just have pure argument or like a pure vote, but have everybody give an argument at least for like a word that they think was the best and maybe a word that they thought was the worst. Right? So it's sort of an elevator pitch in a nutshell, but in reverse. And maybe we focus on the worst, I guess. I don't know how you guys feel about this. Like,
well, I have an idea. I can just go ahead if you'd like.
Absolutely.
All
Go,
right,
go
so-
right ahead.
So I think we have to think about what gave us the funniest kind of nonsensical, non sequitur thoughts
Okay,
this week,
yeah.
right? Like which word kind of set us off on that path? Like now, you know, you'd think I'd go greedy and I'd say that prurient was like great because we got this crazy picture of a psycho killer guy, but I think taciturn actually has to be the winner this week because we got the best way to exit a Pepsi challenge, which, I mean, we've been trying to think about this for, 20-some years now? There are still ongoing Pepsi challenges because nobody knows how to end them. Like, they're still going,
right.
and nobody's figured out a correct way to just kind of drop the mic there and turn out the lights and just let everybody go home. So I think Taciturn really has got to be, it's got to be it. I think that's the winner.
Okay. I like that. I like the argument there. Bob, I want you to kind of do the same thing, whatever Dave did.
Okay. What Dave did was actually lead you to the wrong word. The one that you should be picking. Look, it's not that I want you to vote for my word. That's anato what I'm looking for. What I want to tell you is that it's National Cheese Month, and this week's upcoming Pop Quizzical is all about cheese.
You're shameless, Bob.
Yeah, Bob. Just because you pick thematic words doesn't mean you're gonna win every week. Like, oh my God, it's Valentine's Day, and I picked amore or something like that.
Oh, amore.
And a pizza and a pie.
Pizza and a pie and amore.
Anato.
Internet, I want you to remember this point. It's when they all turned against me, and I had to defend myself, and it became the Bob Ball Show.
And the only way I was able to defend myself was to tell you, dear listener, to listen to Pop Quizzical this week.
Oh, God. Because... and I think my favorite thing is that Bob views this entire show. He views every episode as a prequel to his own show.
Yeah, this is like the Crimson Red Assurance of, like, the meaning of life.
Right.
This is the little beginning vignette that leads into Bob Ball's show of amazing Pop Quizzical Bobness.
Right. So Bob, you were completely not helpful. Like, I guess.
Oh, well then let me be helpful. Anato.
Okay, we can just do our own words.
I don't think we can.
Fine. What were the other words I should be voting for?
Okay. Taciturn.
I really wasn't paying attention.
Taciturn, highfalutin, and prurient.
And Prairie Dog. Got it. I like the stuff that came out of Prairie Dog. I like the stuff that came out of Taciturn. But I really like highfalutin.
Yeah.
Because you think it describes you.
Because it describes me.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
It kind of has a scallywag attitude to it, you know? It kind of has a little bit of that.
Yarr, a bit of a scallywag.
Yeah, it's like it's a known word that still has some bite and some cultural relevance in our society today.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not a dentulous. Whoa! All right.
Ryan, same thing to you.
I'm going to have to go with
I'm not
prurient.
Prurient?
Mainly because it was such a joy to listen to Dave struggle through that word, and not that we all didn't, because honestly, guys, that is the most. Can you imagine coming to this country trying to learn the English language? And the English language, and not having teeth, and being in the Black Eyed Peas, and then having to actually say this word ever. I mean, like, this would make your mouth basically fall off.
So now when Fergie comes to America, joining the Black Eyed Peas, because I don't know where they imported her from.
On a boat and on a plane.
I'm gonna imagine some country in
America.
Africa, and she's actually a prince and. Coming to America, anybody? Really?
Yeah, the Eddie Murphy movie.
Yeah, the Eddie Murphy vehicle. Come on, guys. Come on.
Well, it's a movie. It's not a car, but okay.
Yeah.
No, it's a vehicle that propelled his career.
Would you say that one propelled his career?
I would say
Yes!
Saturday Night Live.
No way, dude. He was a big
know?
character on Saturday Night Live. He didn't have that much great stuff on that. It was
Whoa.
Coming to America, Trading Places, and Raw. Those are the three things for me. I mean, Delirious was great, but like Raw.
Where does Beverly Hills Cop fall in? That's a much later, isn't it?
Daddy Daycare 2. Dr. Doolittle 2.
1,000 Words. Dave.
Was he also in The Secret of My Teen Wolf? Was that also
Yes, yeah, I think he was.
movie he was in?
He was. Eddie Murphy and Eddie Murphy and Eddie Murphy is Eddie Murphy in Eddie Murphy, The Secret of My Teen Wolf.
Hey guys, what's going on? Why am I turning into a wolf?
That would be the biggest ticket stub in the world. That would be like one of those big phony giant checks you win at like a golf tournament. Imagine trying to put that in your pocket. All right, so Mike, you have to pick your word, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? We are at a tie right now. Mm-hmm. I can tell you one thing. Bob is Anato going to win.
Oh,
yeah, that's right.
Let them down easy.
Fuck
Let them down
off.
so easy.
So prurient, taciturn, highfalutin. I ultimately feel like I can't pick my own. Taciturn, I told you guys, wasn't going to win. Prurient and highfalutin. I'm going to have to say that prurient wins.
Jesus.
Yeah, baby.
I hate handing
the
it
dynasty.
to
The dynasty
I
is
hate handing it
established.
to Dave again, but you know what? It gave us another glorious, clearly successful business venture in Prairie Dog 540.
Hey, if I'm here for anything, it's to make you guys money.
And Lord knows I am cashing checks off your back. You know that. But
Not just Prairie Dog 520, but the whole Prairie line.
yes, there's a whole Prairie line.
Prairie Cat 520, Prairie Puss that's somewhere over in a different aisle.
Prairie
in
Dog
the grocery store.
275. You know, we've got it all.
And I think the thing for me is that even though Dave didn't know how to say the word, it's not that doesn't feed into whether or not I think the word should win, because the word itself is a great word. And
That just makes us think Dave is a horrible person.
well, and there's that, yes, but like it's that we knew the word. We knew the word and Dave didn't, which clearly says how powerful prurient is and prairie dogs are. So yeah, I mean, when you combine all those things together, I think it's got to be prurient. I do think it was close, though. I think highfalutin was a really good effort, Ryan. I think that's probably going to wind up being our word, like our listeners' word of the week.
Our Geico sleeper pick of the week.
Yes, yeah, Geico sleeper listener pick of the week. And
It can't be Geico. It has to be like, I don't know, like...
why can't it be Geico?
Because it has to be like a brand that's been around since like the early 1900s.
Oh,
like,
you know what? You're right.
Redbeards.
Well,
You
no,
know.
it's
Wait for
Geico
it.
insurance
Wait for it.
for
If
your
you want to
Model
go for
T, I
a
mean.
sleeper word of the week and you want something highfalutin, Tempur-Pedic.
There you go. That is
It's the
true. That is a
Tempur-Pedic
highfalutin
sleeper
bet.
word of the week.
The Tempur-Pedic sleeper. Fucking, that's perfect.
Yeah, it is.
That is good. Okay, well, we're going to go for that. So the Tempur-Pedic sleeper word of the week, everybody gets to vote on. We'll get into that in a moment, but we also need to crown our wordsmith of the week. That winner is me. Fuck you guys. For once, I should have gotten this 2 weeks in a row. I know that I'm
I feel
crushing
that I've
it.
been robbed.
And you know what? No, Bob, I don't care about your definitions. All you're doing is you're promoting your own show, Pop Quizzical. Subscribe to it on iTunes. For me, I feel like I got like 3 of those definitions. My sentences have been good. You know, I think it's me. I don't.
Yeah.
I want you guys to try and argue how it's not me. I dare you. And
No,
you
I
couldn't.
do.
So
I knew what Tacit.
so we move on. Bob, what is it that we need people to do this week?
Okay, you know what, kids? You need to go on the Twitter. @WordRango. You can go over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/WordRango.
Click the like button twice if you can.
Yeah, click that.
No,
like
that'll
button.
make them unlike us. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
Shit.
Click it once.
3 times.
click it an odd number of times. Also, this past week, we had yet another review on iTunes.
Oh,
Yay,
nice,
thank
nice.
you.
A 5-star review from our friend Sensi Ram, who said, funny and informative from a great group of guys. He obviously hasn't met all of us. Word Rango is hilarious. Even after only a handful of episodes, the group has formed a great chemistry. Again, he hasn't met us. I will forever carry the image of toothless Fergie living in the sewer, and for that, I am grateful.
One thing I want to bring up is that I did spot our iTunes feed. I noticed the review score, 4.5 stars. I want to point out.
Oh, do you know what?
What?
You know what? There was one 2-star review on there, and I would just like to talk to that person
Yes.
and ask what we could have done better. But I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn this around. If I was in charge of the world, you know what would happen? I would send a giant spider made of fire to your front door with like 6-foot-long intractable fangs, and this thing would knock on your door
Dicks,
with its
yeah.
fangs, and you would think, oh, I wonder if that's my pizza. Would open the front door, and that giant fire spider would inject you with something, giving you a priapism, and then you would think, oh no, what's that? And then you would just explode.
Yeah.
Because you're a pizza guzzling plebe who doesn't know good podcasts when they
No,
hear
you
'em.
don't. And
being honest,
and
I guess.
to that person, fuck you. Just Fuck you.
Sure,
You know,
up.
we are 5 episodes deep right now, trying to entertain the world. And not only that, we're entertaining the world and we're making it smarter. We're doing what the government can't do. How can you not get behind us with this shit?
And, dude, we got to deal with this fucking secret octopus that's always trying to invade our show. We have to deal with that. We have to deal with boner spiders.
Review? Well, fuck you, buddy. Nobody likes you. I hope you drown.
Really? Like, what do? You listen to like 2 minutes of every podcast you can find and just go, yeah, I'm better than that, and you give them like 1 and 2 star reviews, you motherfucker. I know where you. Well, okay, I don't know where you live, but I'm picturing where you live, and it's basically the bouncy house behind a Denny's that's like half inflated. You live there because you suck. So
your wardrobe is a dirty cardboard box filled with Jenko jeans and flannel shirts.
And that's the worst. You're the worst person ever. So now what we need people to do is not be the worst person ever. Go to our iTunes feed, subscribe, rate the show 5 stars. If you give it any less than 5, well, you just heard what happens to you. So you don't want that to happen. And I think that covers. I mean, what else? We have an email thing. Do we even check that, Bob? Do you check it?
Bob, do you check that, Bob?
Have we gotten any fan mail?
Oh, I'm glad we just put all this on me. Here, talk amongst yourself for like 30 seconds, and I'll check the email.
Well, we also have our own Twitters you can follow. I'm at Dave
Popquizzical.
At Popquizzical for Bob. Bob is also at Bob Vol VO. At Bob Ball VO. And
I am.
You guys want to say your Twitters?
Yeah, I am at Mike Suzak, SUSZEK. There's a couple silent letters in there.
Oh, I'm at Ryan the Lou, and that's LOU.
Mm-hmm.
And
like taking a piss, like
Ryan versus Lou. Ryan likes to...
No, like the pissery is called Ryan, like the piss hole that like your urination goes into, because that's what it is, right? It's Ryan the Lou, like
yeah. Yeah, that's good.
I mean, that's how I interpret it. I mean, I know your name's Ryan. I'm sure it was unintentional, but
I think
my name is.
you have it backwards, but it's okay, Dave. And
I'm not good at killing time, you guys. I'm not good.
Bob, what the fuck are you doing? Like
just checking our email.
I'm typing, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, just like, talk amongst yourselves like he's some sort of fancy executive producer that can just stop the show at any time.
Welcome to Word Rango, where Bob Ball is the glue of the whole fucking thing. Oh, don't worry, I'll cut this out.
Right, cool.
No, you won't.
Sure you will.
That's good stuff. Yeah, I mean, we need people to do the iTunes.
Just talk amongst yourselves because there's no email in there.
Okay.
It's all good.
Oh, okay, good.
So you're just typing for fun now?
Well, I was, apparently.
Okay.
So if you would like to send us an email, it's wordrango@gmail.com.
And feel free to do that. I mean, we don't check it, but I mean, if it makes you feel better, it'll make me feel better. And tweet us, you know, as Bob said, at wordrango, facebook.com/wordrango. I mean, like we need more, you know? I mean, it's not a greed thing that we want more listeners and we want more. I don't even think of you guys as listeners. They're all friends. And like, reach out to us if you think, oh, I loved this word this week. Like, do it, because not only are we wanting to read these things on air, but we want to know that this is hitting home, that maybe these words are hitting home and that it's fun, you know, and that's like there's a sort of, I honestly do feel there's sort of a goal to this show, as much as you guys probably don't think so. I honestly believe it, and as long as I believe it, like I want people to feel the same way. So like, don't feel free to share it. You know, when the episode comes out, share it. You know,
share
it.
There's
more a goal to this show than there is a government shutdown. So.
definitely share the show. You're meeting some girl off the OkCupids or whatever, and you know she asks you how you feel, and you say prurient, like, and you are just full of lustful desires.
You are setting yourself for a good night.
Yeah, and she's going to be, at first she's going to be like, well, that's like a weird word to use. Like, maybe this guy's a weirdo. And then it's like, no, you laugh for a second, haha, put your hand gently on her shoulder, you know, non-threatening manner. And you say, no, listen, my friends taught me this word. I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to get an education. And I do that through a wonderful podcast called Word Rango, in which 4 friends get together, laugh, learn, and love. Yep,
brilliant. Laugh, learn, love. Our slogan is engraved on a wood panel that people hang in their homes. It just just says word laugh love or whatever you just said.
Yeah.
But,
The other one right next to it, it's mom does not mean maid or whatever. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there's another one that says always kiss me goodnight. It's in the bedroom. And it says prurient under it. But what you need to
Kiss
do...
me pruriently.
There's another one that says priapism in case of an erection for more than 4 hours, break glass.
That's in the bathroom, yeah.
And it's just a scalpel.
Oh, no, Bob! Stop doing
Speaking
that
of
to
which,
my
we did
wiener.
get a lovely tweet from Obo Crazy again this week, which said, "Need reasons to hate spiders? Enjoy @ Rango and have some nightmares."
Well, I'm happy you delivered that. And that pretty much does it. Prurient as a prairie dog. That's the show. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Congratulations, Dave. Congratulations, me. And join us again next week when we have 4 fresh words for your
Super fresh.
to get you learned. We're gonna get you learned. That's it. I don't know how else to close this. Someone else just say something to close it.
End scene.
I think that's it.
Hello, my priapism. Hello, my priapism. Hello, my good time gal.
little girl. Hello, honey.
Set my penis
All my
on
blood's spilling on
fire.
the floor.
Gotta drain the blood. My wang doesn't work anymore. My wang doesn't work anymore. Say goodbye to my erection, yeah. My penis doesn't work. Got bit by a spider.
Now you turned it into a country song.